Yeah, had a little miscommunication. So as you see, why you should not want anything to do with this cracker. I don't see what they do. They offer you money or some fucking sincere and put their, I call it chi manipulation. Put this fake happy chi into your aura. You just be down and all of a sudden you feel like this fake happy. That's the awakened aura. Yeah, exactly. See, gave you the book back in 2012. Another book in this year or last year, Hollow Regency Auras by Ted Andrews. Show you what they're doing. And see, it shows you chi manipulation is one of the chapters. How they infuse fake energy into your, see? You don't understand the game, you see? But I'm cool. That's what I say. Ancestors spent their whole life reading in slavery and risk dying and being lynched. You don't even want to read today. I don't care. Even more, I can't. Why? Because they always on you, right? Now imagine having your whole community together. If I say that's what Yisrael, see? Here we go with that Bible stuff, right? That's what Yisrael's whole job was to do, was to elevate to a spiritual higher frequency. So you would spiritually what? Be able to fight, not physical, but spiritual in high and low places, right? See? But you say, oh, leave your religion in the closet. Well, what are you using, conscious black community, that's teaching you to master and elevate chi? What are you using? See, that's where you messed up. You don't understand. No, they used their religion was there, or the path was there before slavery. See, they were dumb. They made it like I saw that, like the slave Bible was like 5 pages long. They're dumb. And guess what? Over 100 books were taken out. Today's Bible has about 13 to 1500 pages. Not to mention the book was being taken out with first, second Maccabees, Sirach, first, second Esdras, Baruch, Judith, Enoch, Jubilees, Jasher, the book of Judas, the book of Miriam, book of Thomas, the Gospel of Thomas. Right. And myriads more. Myriads more. Upon. Way more. But you walked away from the path. Talking about is something to do with slavery? Nothing to do with slavery. They used it. It was made before. They didn't make the Bible. They translated it. They didn't make it. That's where you're confused. They didn't make it. It's not even in their language. To how they make it. And you saw the movie. Yeah, well, they made it. They made it, right? Did you read it? It's telling you to kill oppressors. It's telling you to never neglect the laws for anybody. Not even that's a righteous path. Not even for your family's sake do I pervert thy laws of attraction. Not to abuse the poor, not to be unjust, etc., etc. So, what are you seeing in the path? First, you gotta read it. What are you seeing in the path that's showing you must leave it behind? See, but the whole point. Back to what I was saying. How do you be around this demon, or how exactly? See what he does, and you're not talking about separating. Spiritual oppression of the eighth kind, right? Or oppression of the eighth kind, right? Ew. Seeing what he does and you want to party and hang, like you're cool. This nasty cracker, like right now it's holiday, whatever you want to call it, your holiday. All his nasty ass cousins are coming in from out of town, from them backward ass towns they talked about, racist as shit. They be like, oh, they just nervous or they just shy. No, they don't like you, nigga. But you're literally partying right next door. Do you know spiritually you're absorbing that energy? They're literally right next door to you. Mostly in the inner city. Philly and New York and all that shit. Cali. They're they're literally racist crackers. Right? And then on top of that, you living there. Now you wonder why the city is becoming so nasty and demonic. You're sitting right next to your enemy, and he about to bring more enemies, but you're absorbing his energy 24. Now imagine being in the Toranic or laws of attraction, whatever black conscious community, where everybody's on the same frequency and nobody's, I guarantee you, coonery, crab in the barrel, whatever you want to call it, would not be there. Guarantee it. You're absorbing a person that hates black people. That's where coon say exactly. So you're absorbing chi that hates you. So naturally, you're going to hate yourself. Because that motherfucker in this hate, like, to kill you. My other video too, I can't feel, I say, I ain't know what the poor do. How you feel bad for the poor. Especially when these coming to immigrants and whites, knowing they sold you out to get what they get. And that's why everybody making the video. Knowing they sold you out to get what they're getting. But yeah, it's ironic because everything they fighting for and achieving has become tainted. And none of it's working. But how do you want to be around that? But like I said, I'm looking to build a spaceship. I'm trying to get all the engineers, or as I said, finish my engineering degree. I mean, finish and build this aero engineering, whatever. Man. They see all these crackers. Why are you worried about it for? I'm forbidden. No other race. No other. Well, then everybody talking about. See, and that's exactly why. Now, how do you know who's cool? This is what I said. This is how, because you got people in your own community who you have to figure out who's who. How do you know among those cultures, among those races, who are the cool ones? And look. And while you trying to do that, you're potentially endangering your children and your community, what you're trying to build out there. Trying to figure out which cracker chink spick is on your team. How do you know? No. You said there's righteous whites. Okay. How do you know? Because to me, the righteous ones that are not of my hue would be fighting for you and risking their position for you. Because they too are annoyed and don't want to be around this demonic. Exactly. See? You're not on the team. Somebody not on the team. Not for me. You shouldn't want to be like the blacks. Don't matter. It's the spirit, remember? It's the spirit of the person. It ain't the race. Exactly. You should not want to be around it. Therefore, if need be, I'm dying to get from around it. All right, well, then you're not worthy to be around me. All right, look. You don't matter. See, then go build your own cracker community. Because I still have post-traumatic slave syndrome caused by your people. Now you're telling me I gotta work hard to get from you and you don't, or even risk your position, but when the blessing comes to the black man of consciousness, you should enjoy it, right? But you ain't want to put more sacrifice than me, and you created the problem. And it's your people who continue to do it today. And it's you who have the power in America, not me. And you refuse to risk your spot for me. See, now you seeing. Woo! Possibly. Now you're seeing your enemy, who you just said, there's plenty of them who are righteous. There's plenty of them here on the pre-Xmas or Pagan's Day. Now in 5 minutes, 9 minutes, and plus whatever the other part one of this video was, in 9 minutes, just exposed that bullshit as theory that it ain't everybody. So first of all, prove to me who of that hue is really for you. Secondly, are they going to risk their spot for you? Are they going to give up their privilege for you? So how they don't, no. How do you consider them for you or on your team? Yeah, exactly. How do you consider them on your team and really be for you to the point where you're separated? Like every sci-fi movie you thought of, right? To where you're going to separate and make your own society where you're no longer a part of this nasty demonic chi. How are you going to determine which of them? Because I say, the black community got plenty of coons. You got to get out of the way, right? You're going to potentially bring enemies in there who ain't or aren't risking their positions for you. And you're not talking about like building, like, no, a whole new, see right there in my other video, see Torah. If a traitor is found among you, you got to kill them. There is no exile. So you already have, see, I'm not trying to, I'll do it, but I don't want to do it. But you're creating situations, see, a thorn in your side, trying to be all lovey-dovey with your enemy. You're creating a situation where you're going to have to kill people because you let too many traitors in trying to be loving everybody. But back in the world, they weren't doing anything for you. So now when you find out to be a spy, he's a spy, nigger. He's a traitor. Get mad, nigga. It's Facebook 2011. You let him go back to Babylon, to where he's reporting to, or she's reporting to? You think it tell me? No. They're traitors. No, okay. They're traitors. You're now in the establishment. Hopefully they just not no coordinates. Exactly. Already give me location. But they're traitors. You gonna let them leave? Well, then you're not worthy. See? Now you understand. See? The sheep from the goats. Now you understand. Now you understand why I'm solo dolo. Because that's why the Torah, or Israel in the Torah, fell. They were told to extinguish these nasty nations, as it says in Exodus, I believe, not because you're so righteous, but because they're ungodly and not able to be reasoned with and refuse to turn from their ways. Do I choose you? Oh, you still have Israel. You still have you're not, no, don't, as my man Paul say, though we have attained it, run as though we still striving for it. So, no, you're still got your problems. But these nations, they don't even want, they don't even want it. They don't desire, they don't care. They know they're nasty as shit, and they'll die in their filth. But you say that to Mr. Love Everybody? And guess what? A lot of those are you claiming same frequency and really for the cause of white oppression or systematic oppression. Now explain it to your children. Explain it to your children, Mr. Righteous Person, that you brought this demonic being into the new community which everybody is building and endangered their life and you didn't even do any background checks on that person to make sure they're involved or doing whatever or risking their spot for you or for your children. Yeah, exactly. Say what? Give up my spot for me and my children. Exactly. That's what I said. I'm cool. See, that's what they say. Why? That's what the white man said. Why would I give up my spot for risk my children for you? Exactly. Don't do it. But you're more reinforcing my theory. I can't mix with you. He who oppresses me and destroyed me said, why should I give up my spot for you and your children? Don't. But now you're now you're exposing, because I'll die for my children. If I had some, for my people. You won't. You just proved why I can't link up with you. Because you don't see my young boys Stand together, fall together. As your young bulls. Thank you. Return to Just Alexander.